Bushcraft Family here, guys. We are back with another video. This one is going to be somewhat of a challenge for other YouTubers, other prepper YouTubers, or YouTube preppers, something like that. The questionnaire is 20 questions every true prepper should be able to answer. And I'll go ahead and answer these questions and kind of give a description of each one, I guess. Kind of break it down a little bit, see how it goes. At the end, I will challenge two preppers, aka preppers that are on YouTube, and see if they will do the challenge themselves, and also challenge two other preppers, and maybe this thing will get started around. I came across this article. It's a battle box article. I'm not sure why I was there or whatnot, but I was kind of curious, and then I came across the article and said, oh, maybe I should do a video on this. So let's go ahead and get started with it, shall we? See if this goes well. Let's see here. Like I said, I'm trying to get more technical and make it more interesting. As you can see, it says 20 questions every true prepper should be able to answer. And we'll scroll down here. Yada yada yada, that stuff. We'll get to it. What is a prepper? Someone that is prepared. Hence the name prepper. That's my definition of it. I don't like the little ads popping up here, but it is what it is. Why are you prepping? So I can be prepared if something does happen. I'm prepared. Who are you preparing for? Myself and my son at the moment, and if later my other family joins me, if once I get property and whatnot, then I'll be preparing for them and teaching them and their my grandkids how to prepare themselves. Okay, now it's time for the fun part. How many of these questions can you answer? We'll see. Where are all of your fire extinguishers located? I have one in the kitchen, and I have one in the garage. That is it. Probably not prepared for a big fire, but who is? Where do you keep your bug out bag? Well, I keep my bug out bag hung on a big nail next to, in my bedroom, next to the door, the exit. Also, next to another item that goes, oh, sorry, you guys can't see that down there. I won't say it on camera because that's a no-no in YouTube land. Let's see what else. Can you remember the last time you updated your bug out bag? Oh, that's easy, because I'll be doing a video on that here shortly. I added a couple more items to my bug out bag. 3 items, but I won't be saying it right now because it's a surprise. Which I think that's going to kind of become a series on itself, is adding to my bug out bag, because you never really, it's never really finished. You always find something else that you can stick in that thing. And yeah, and also my son showed interest in maybe making a bug out bag for himself, so he's not ready to be on camera, doesn't want to be, so I don't push the issue. So if we do that, then I will do the showing what he has in his bag and stuff for himself, or for his bag. Okay, who else in your household or near you knows about your bug out plan? At the moment, just me and my son. My daughter, who lives in Georgia, she knew about it. My two older sons knew about it. It's pretty much the same. It hasn't changed since we've been in here. If we move, then I'll have another one. But yeah. How would you defend your home against an intruder? Like that. That's pretty much the only way. There, doors would be locked, and if I'd give warning and stuff, I'm not gonna like if somebody goes banging on the door and trying to get in, I'm not gonna go boom and bye. No, I'll give warning and stuff and tell them what I have in my hand and whatnot. But it's my home. I'm gonna defend it. Uh, Number 6. How would you protect your home against an imminent natural disaster? A natural disaster. So it all depends. The disaster. I mean, I'm in Ohio, so the natural disaster would be a tornado. I guess just can't really protect your home for a natural disaster. You can just be prepared for the aftermath, I guess. I'm not sure how you would protect your home against a natural disaster. But yeah, you can just be prepared and hopefully everything goes. I mean, you could board up your windows if that was the case, but it's a tornado. You don't have much of a warning. We have sirens that go off, and that's about it. 7. Do you know what type of natural elements threaten your home and family daily? Natural? Natural elements would be water, temperature. I guess that's maybe bugs. That's pretty much all I know. Some of these are kind of weird, but we'll go along with it. That would be my guess right there. Could you suppress a fire without the fire department help? Depending on the fire. If it's a grease fire, never use water. I know where my flour is. I dumped the flour on the grease fire. If that didn't work, fire extinguisher. If that didn't help, fire department, because there's not much you can do after that if those things don't put the fire out. That's pretty much it. 9. Are you confident you could survive up to 3 weeks without power? Yes. It depends. In wintertime, it's going to be rougher. I do have a way to heat the house if need be. It's not one of the safest ways, but yeah, without power, I do want to get ways to use the solar energy to power things like cell phone and recharge things and keep refrigerator running or stuff like that. That's one of the things on my list to get done, because being a prepper, you're never done. That's just like a bug out bag. It's never done. There's always something that you can be improving, and because like I said, I don't think there's any prepper out there that is 100% prepared for everything. There's always something that they have to be improving on. Number 10, are you confident you would survive up to 3 weeks without being able to leave your home? Yeah, that's pretty much an easy one. I have food, water, even if there's no power, no water. I have enough resources here that I would survive for 3 weeks easily. And if I would have to leave my home, I have other options, other places. Um, like, I know where there's property where I know the owners. I didn't get permission because I don't want them knowing, but I know that they're never on the property. Uh, they live out of state, and it's pretty much a family investment type property, and it's quite large, has water, animals, all that stuff that I would bug out to if need be, and then I would survive for 3 weeks. Um, I've done similar things like this before, so yeah. It's not legal or anything, but if need be, um, there's not going to be law and stuff like that if something that bad happened. Um, 11. Are you counting on anyone else for your own survival? No. I'll government, local authorities, or anything like that. My own survival is in my hands. Plain and simple. Does anyone else count on you for their survival? It would be my son. Like I said before, he is autistic. He can take care of himself somewhat, but he still would need my assistance, um, because he is very, very trustworthy, and yeah, can't trust people if things go bad. 13. Are you willing to salvage supplies around you? Of course. That's one of the things prepper is good at. They take things and build things that would benefit themselves, like making little stoves, rocket stoves, and stuff like that. Um, Next one is 14. Are you willing to prepare to utilize nature to help your survive? Help you survive? Yes. Um, like in my bug out bag, I do have things like already pre-made tripwires for snares and stuff like that. Um, I know a few things here and there on survival in the wilderness, hence being the title, I'm a bushcrafter, which basically is one of the first preppers. Um, a lot of times I get that confused and whatnot. People say, "Well, your title's a bushcrafter. You're not a prepper." And I said, "Yeah, bushcrafter is one of the first. Um, that and homesteading. Uh, those are one of the first preppers before prepper become a prepper." That's a tongue twister. Okay, 15. How do you feel about the thought of being totally alone? Um, if it would happen to be, I would be alone, which is doubtful because I have to take care of my son. Um, I would have no problem with being alone. Um, it's just one of those things. You have to overcome stuff. 16. How much water do you have stored right now? Hmm. That's kind of complicated because I do have multiple sources of water. Just containers alone, I probably have 20-gallon jugs of water. I have some bigger 5-gallon containers. I think I have 6 of those. Plus, I have a rigged up rain catchment outside that my water gets into a big trash can, one of the barrels. So need be that's water right there. So yeah, quite a bit. How much food? Yeah, this is 17 by the way. How much food do you have stored right now. Enough to last quite a while. Uh, don't really know the number on it. I mean, if need be, that would have to decide on the how long I would think that I would need that my prep food, because I have what I live on food. I have that separate, and then I have my prepped food for emergencies and stuff, and I rotate that in. So, like the stuff I'll have in a box, say it expires in 2 weeks, then I'm going to go ahead and start eating that stuff and then go out and get new stuff. And right now it's a little bit tough on that, but yeah, but that's how I do with the food. Depending on the, like, if I had to get into that food and stuff, the reasoning behind it, if I thought that there's not going to be no food for several months, then you start rationing that stuff out. Plus, I have woods in a mile to 2 miles that I could walk to, and I would trap and get food that way. But for the food I have enough to last for a while. I'll put it that way. Okay. 18. How confident are you in your abilities to purify water to drink? Okay. I have, in this house, I have a water purifier that that I could hook up to a pump that's on the sink at the moment. I have the straw thing that you use. You can drink right out, and purifies the water. And there's bleach. There's boiling. So I'm real confident in it. If need be, I could make my own filtering system. So just with a sewer PVP pipe, PCP pipe, charcoal, sand, and some gravel, maybe some burlap sack, and you have your own filter. Plus, you want to boil stuff, and I think it's like 8 drops of bleach per gallon will kill off parasites that are in the water. But still, I would boil it just to make sure. 19. What's the quickest route and the route least likely to be overtaken or crowded with others to get out of town? Well, there's a problem with that. But where I live, there's a river. It kind of goes around, almost all the way around. So the direction that I would go to bug out would be I have to cross a bridge or cross the water, depending on. But I do know, I have studied the area. I've walked down the areas and everything, and I know where the lowest spot to cross the river itself, and I know where the bridge is where I have to cross if I would cross that bridge. But if I knew the bridge was being watched or guarded, I know how to get across the river. It's not a really big river unless it's flood season, but then I know how to go around said river. It just take me longer. But I'm real confident in, because I've already laid out the plan, and there's always alternative to the plan. So if I can't go across the bridge, I go across a low spot. If that's not possible, then there's the long way around. But like I said, my family already knew ahead of time if we needed to get out of town. It's just too bad. We have a a fast way of doing it, and not like walking down Main Street type thing. It's it's less crowded to get out of town. Basically, is the safest way. And number 20, last one. What are your bug out triggers? Well, to me, I think like if you get one person trying to break in and you fend them off, this is when there's no law. Um, the law's gone. Everybody's fending for themselves. Um, like I said, if I had to use this and would leave said person out front so everybody knew not to go to that place or my place. Now, if they were trying to come in from multiple, there was just too many of them for me to safely ward off people that were trying to break in. I do have a emergency exit planned for bugging out here. Like I said, if need be, that what I would do with my place, I've already had this in plan. Being in a town, in a city, there's houses next door and everything. I would board up everything on the bottom floor, meaning the only way I could get in was top floor. And doing so, have a ladder on said entrance or exit wherever I wanted to come out, and I'd have multiple exits to get out. So if it was getting to be that bad, then we would exit, grab our bug out stuff, and head out and never look back. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And that is the whole thing. If you are confidently answer at least 15 of these, you are a true prepper. I guess I answered pretty much all of them, except for the nature stuff. You can't really, nature is unpredictable. You can't really answer that. So let's go ahead and get back to this. So, who I'm going to go ahead and ask to do these quests, challenge them, I guess. Challenge them to do this questionnaire. I think I'm going to go with TJ Preps and Alaskan Prepper. Yeah. Those are the two guys I'm gonna, not guys, sorry, TJ, two YouTubers that I am going to challenge to do this little challenge, I guess it is. And then hopefully they can challenge a couple other people. But guys, that is it. I hope this was educational a little bit, I guess, because that's what we're here for. But other than that, I think that's pretty much it. Until next time I come up with another video, which will probably be tomorrow for morning talk. But until next time, thanks for watching. Please smash that like button and subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'm almost to the 1,000 mark to where I can start doing live streams, which will be nice. Far off from doing the monetization, because I don't have that many videos and they're not very long and stuff, but we'll get there eventually. But until next time, God bless. Catch you on the next one.